Ali G. Chat, we'll watch one Ali G. One Ali G. Which one do you want?
Yo, so diggity check yourself before you wreck yourself, because I is here with 4 people who has all thought about something called religion. How powerful is God?
I think there is a power. I think most people at one point or another experience that power. They draw upon something that seems larger than themselves.
Can God do better stuff than David Blaine's?
You're asking God to make square circles, which are impossible. God can't do impossible things. That's not a limitation on God.
There have always been magicians, and there always will be, and some of them claim to be really producing magic.
So ain't God just like an overhyped David Blaine's?
No, and a lot of people would find that suggestion very offensive.
Yo, sorry.
If God has got all these amazing powers, why don't he flex it every day? Like if you has got it, flaunt it. Like my mate Dave, he's got a 9-incher. He gets it out all the time. God should be showing his powers. Well, let's talk about this man, the main man, the MacDaddy of the Christian thing. What was his name again?
Jesus Christ.
Is this what Canada
Why
is like?
did Jesus go around with all them reindeers?
I'm not sure I've seen the same images you've seen. I think you're confusing him with Santa Claus.
So does Jesus really exist, or is it just your father dressed up?
Yes, Jesus exists as the second person of what we believe to be the triune God.
Is it true that he was born in a stable?
It's possible. He was born in those kind of simple circumstances. No room in the inn, that sort of thing.
There was no room in the... Well,
well,
that's because it was Christmas, isn't it?
If God is
Let's
real,
talk about
why
marriage.
don't I have a girlfriend?
Would you ever marry a Jewish girl?
I've chosen not to marry. I've chosen...
What, just to play around?
Celibate life.
So how many months has you been celibate?
52 years next
So
summer.
you ain't done it for 50?
That's right. That's right. And I can tell you, there's more to life than sex.
Would you, as a gesture of bringing us together, marry her?
There are other ways of bringing us together than marriage.
What if she was a bit fitter? Would you consider marrying her then?
I am considering marriage not at all.
But people out there, they see people as meant to be religious, behaving in an unreligious way. Ain't it hypocritical that so many nuns also work part-time as strippers?
Well, I don't think you can demonstrate that statistically.
Yo,
that's an absurd statement that you've just made.
No, it ain't. I has been at my mate Ricky C's 21st, and there was this nun that came in, and like 10 minutes later, she had her bubble-ons out, was whipping shaving cream off his body.
You just said so many nuns work as strippers, and then you said this one.
She said her name was Sister Fister.
But see,
part of her act was that really who she was.
Yeah.
I would really prefer that you move off this topic because I find it offensive. It's not documented by any kind of evidence.
We just got a video.
Hearsay. It's hearsay.
Got a video of it. Yo, so we just want to say big up all yourselves, respect. This has been well interesting. It's been deep. It's been everything. There's been times when it's been boring. But that's life, innit?
Yeah.
And that's deep. Keep it real. And you lot out there.
Okay.
Check this out. That's the right.
Since the beginning.
Chat, the audio is fucked with this one, dude. The audio. Chat, the audio is bugged, dude. Is that placed? Wait, it says the place, but... Oh, no, it's not. Again, Chad, the audio is fucked. Look at it. You know, you guys want...
Beginning of time. But it's only since 1948 that we've talked about what we owe each other as international and universal rights.
As the right to be in private changed since December the 11th.
Hey, remember Orwell's 1984 about Big Brother?
No.
Okay.
It's just the idea that there's a big brother there, and he is filming you, and he is taping you, and he's watching every move you make.
Does you think it is possible that we is even being
Hey,
filmed
happy
now?
belated birthday, my man.
Well, obviously
Watch
we're
the
being
alleyway where he goes to a
But by the U.S.
Yo.
government,
Right.
Well, even I is shocked. On the drive down here from New York, driving down, the car I was in was stopped at these kind of barriers like 4 times. 4 sets of these barriers that they had obviously just set up. And the only way we could get through them was the driver obviously knew had some kind of bribery thing. He dropped a couple of dollars.
Actually, we call those toll booths.
right.
Is freedom of speech really all that? Don't it just give me, Julie, the right to talk rubbish all day long?
I think we probably will accept a lot of rubbish so that the right itself won't be infringed.
Yo, but if she nagging all day long and say, oh, did you see Sex in the City last night? Oh, George Clooney is so good looking. Oh, do you see my new shoes? Oh, I was pregnant again, whatever. You know, that make me crazy, innit?
Free speech is limited when it begins to harm someone else's security
So-
and safety.
Can people force other people to say things?
No.
How come me Julie can force me to tell her that me love her?
You have a choice whether or not to do that. You could leave.
No, me don't, because sometimes she prepare my favourite food, which is hot dog with like the mustard stuff, you know, the really good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like the
Yeah.
spicy stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And she say, yo, you know, she cook it and then she go, yo, me love you, you know. And I say, oh, that's thanks. And she go, yo, me, you know, me love you. You want some hot dog? I go, yeah, you know, thanks, give me the hot dog. Yo, me love you, what does you think of? And then, you know, me just go, yo, can we have the, and she go, yo, unless you say you love me, you ain't getting none of this.
This is XQC
Ain't that
when
against
he's
me
learning
human
English
rights?
from French.
No.
But me love hot dogs, ain't that a form of torture?
Yes, but not technically speaking.
So let's talk about women rights. I ain't used the word bitches.
Thanks.
Is you a feminist?
Absolutely.
And what is your other hobbies?
My other hobbies?
Yo,
Is feminism a hobby?
Feminism I don't consider a hobby. It's a way of life.
does you think that women should have equal rights in the workplace?
Absolutely.
Yes.
But ain't there the danger if them get equal rights in the workplace, then them will start asking for them at home?
I don't see that as a danger at all. I think they should have equal rights at home.
So does you think that women should be expected to do the cooking and cleaning when they come home from work?
No.
So does you think it's better that they does it before they leave for work in the morning?
I think the question is how it gets done.
Right.
I guess
My husband cleans the house. I don't.
I
He
guess-
wants me to clean. I hire a cleaning lady. I don't clean.
Well, he
I
does the
cook.
cleaning. What
I cook. He cleans. I cook.
Well, that's
Now, if you
funny,
heard me
isn't it?
say that publicly, I'd probably be in trouble.
But you know, I think if we think of
Her
it,
husband doing all the cleaning. What? Does he wear all the costume and everything?
No, he likes it.
I've got a joke.
okay.
You know?
Good.
It's like,
Beta.
I's well into women's rights. And their lefts. And their lefts.
Now,
the left.
with your comment earlier
Yeah.
about the
Mhm.
bitch,
Right.
that you're going to take exception
Does
to
he
that.
Yeah. I
Does he
got
get
it.
it?
Yeah, I
Does he
did
get
get
what I
it.
was talking about?
Yeah, I did get it.
I mean,
You know,
Yeah.
You have to be here.
I mean, I guess, you know, again,
Sorry.
for me, it,
What else is like? That
It's-
normally
it-
like go down
I mean,
really well.
no, you mean that joke?
I said, I said like their rights, like what we're talking rights,
Yeah.
but it's
Yes.
also in England we say that you're right, like your right hand side.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Right.
you're right, and then the left, like
Yes.
us talking as if they're babbling.
Yeah.
I like their right,
Yeah.
We got
babbling
it.
on in
We
there.
did
we
get
got
it.
it.
Left.
It's not respectful. Where's the line? If my employer comes up and says to me, honey, you know, makes a joke like that, what am I supposed to think?
Yeah, you're gonna laugh. Then you're gonna think, what?
Well,
No,
what's
no
he
laugh.
trying to get at? What's he insinuating? What does that mean for my job?
But you
Okay.
must have been trying well hard not to laugh.
It wasn't
You
funny
too.
to me.
But you was
I
laughing.
did laugh.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
admit it.
You was, well,
I laughed. I did.
didn't.
yeah, because it's but did you not laugh because you didn't understand
No,
it?
I understood it, but for me,
Because it takes a
those
while
things
to
are
get, because
offensive.
it's too thin.
I believe that
You
didn't
does
mean
get it.
Yeah, I got it.
So
And
explain it, if you got it.
it has to do with the size of their breasts.
Yeah, that's it.
I got it.
All right, okay, you
Okay,
did
I
get
got
because I
it.
thought
Bro,
maybe
you have to watch
sometimes,
this, plus
I ain't
watch
saying
3
I does
minutes.
this, but if
It is
someone says
crazy,
a joke,
you
I
will love
go,
it
yo.
so much.
I'll check it out.
No, I don't say I didn't get it, but if I didn't get it, I say, yo,
I don't like
keep
that.
that to yourself.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
you saying that.
Want to fry? There you go.
Say that stuff
Hey,
somewhere else.
can
Well,
you
on
watch
But
this
then,
video?
if they,
Watch it at
someone else
speed
explains to
XQC
me,
fast.
sometimes I have a little.
Right. No, I
No.
got it. It's just
XQC hug.
offensive to me.
This has been well interesting. So you've got one word you want to say. Yo,
Peace and respect.
December 10th, Human Rights Day.
December 10th. Love and peace.
Respect, love, peace.
So I do rap with that, yo. So, yo, check it out, yo, 'cause it's love and peace. And I ain't talking about my piece, my AK, yo, that, whatever, that I bought from my niece. I was talking about, what was it, love and it? Love and it.
December 10th.
Respect.
I was talking about December the 10th.
International.
I was talking about the 10th of December. You got to remember, because there's going to be some things. And I ain't talking about September. I'm talking about December. And yo, peace, yo.
Peace, respect.
Yo, was it with respect?
Right.
Yo, because I was talking about respect on the decks. That's my man. Yo, checks. He pays the checks of money. And that's what it's all about. Alright?
Hey man, you should check this out.
Chat.
Real
Yeah, man.
respect.
Is that he makes them like, okay? Dude, I don't want to explain the joke, but I like he makes them uncomfortable on purpose, right? And that's the whole skit at the end, like that. The NBA. Okay, we'll show the NBA.
Earman all rude boy.
This
Name
one.
Biology representing the West End's massive, alright? So, what's your show called? To your
No, I think that's the only one. This one?
check it. I is here with none other than my
Yeah, this audio is gonna kill me. I'm actually.
main man, Shaquille O'Neal. Enough respect.
What's up, baby?
Is it well annoying being very famous and having all these hangers on? Like, is you his +1 or what?
I'm D-Wade for the Miami Heat, #3.
Did you get dressed up like that just so you could sneak in through the door?
Are you serious?
If you hang around outside, he'll give you an autograph or, you know, even a signed photo, if that's cool. Check it, West Side. This BLG representing with my man Kobe Bryant. Yo, respect. How many springs does an official bowl have in it?
How many springs? It doesn't have any springs in it.
Well, how does it bounce then?
It's air. There's air in the ball.
Well, there's air in this room. How come this room ain't bouncing?
It's called
I be here with basketball superstar Thomas Jefferson. Respect.
Richard Jefferson.
For real, but you got into the NBA because he was the president's son, innit?
No. You're thinking of Thomas Jefferson.
Him just made one phone call in that White House. What's it called?
The White House.
Get me son in the NBA. No, he can't play. Get him in there or off with your head. Dude, that's it. Phone call over. Check it, me is here with none other than my main man Ben.
Guys, what are those beanies? Those are ugly as shit.
Does you work well hard to maintain your weight?
Yeah, you have to work hard to maintain your weight.
And does you work very hard to maintain your height?
My height is something that came
The
naturally.
dual rags. I don't know
So
what the fuck
how hard
those
would
are.
me have to train to become as tall as you?
I don't think you'll ever become as tall as you.
Yo, man, don't play a hate, yo. Just 'cause I was from the UK. Booyakasha! You pussy, you does some show about baseball, innit?
Basketball.
Yeah, whatever you says tomato, I says potato. What's this show called?
TNT NBA Thursday.
Ain't nobody gonna watch that. No offense, but come off it. As you seen you three together. Why don't you just get free fly honeys? Talking nonsense. Who cares what them talking about? Let them mention the NBA. People watch that, innit?
True.
Check it, Isaiah, with Steve Nash. So, you was last season's most valuable player, or as it's called, the MP3. What was that like?
No, I was the MVP.
MP3.
Not the, no, I wasn't.
You was the MP3.
No, I wasn't.
No disrespect, but you as Canadians, you don't even speak English, so shut up.
No, we speak English in Canada.
Don't waste my time.
Whatever you say.
Can't understand what you're saying. You're speaking in Canada. Let's chat about the playoffs. How many games does the teams have to play each other?
Well, it's the best of 7.
So it's the first team to win 7 games goes through, isn't it?
No, it's the first team to win 4 games.
All right, so it's the best of 4.
Well, no, see, it's the best of 7, and the first team to win 4.
All right, Einstein, chill out. Stop showing off with all this number stuff. It's about going out there, having a laugh, and getting some exercise, most importantly. Check it out with the TNT pussy, alright? So what is the playoffs?
The NBA playoffs. Win or go home. 40 games in 40 nights.
What, you either win or you go home?
Yes. Or what we say sometimes, gone fishing.
Fish. Them is like naturals in the water. So does you film the fishing part of it?
These are basketball games. It has nothing to do with fishing.
I love fishing. Can't wait to watch some of them guys do it. I is here with none other than my main man, Steve Kerr. So check it, how many games is there in the playoffs on TNT?
Well, it's TNT.
Whatever.
We have 40 games and 40 nights.
40 games and 40 nights. That's like that Bible story, isn't it? About that ship full of animals driven by that old woman.
Noah.
Of course I don't know her. She's been dead for over 100 years.
Okay. Thanks, Jed. Teacher and student? Chad,
It doesn't even feel like 12 months.
Chad, we watched
so much effort in streaming every day and
Chad, we actually watched the one with
so many people's daily lives. I don't think
the one
you
with
realize
student
how
one. We
many
watched it.
people you help. Keep getting the juice, my doggy. XQCL smile.
We saw student one. Again, dude. We saw science, we saw this one. Wait, did we see this one?
Here's an our rude boys. The media. A lot of you out there
did we?
Probably never even heard of the word. Is books part of the media?
Absolutely.
What is the point of them? I mean, I ain't done this, but has any of you actually ever read a book?
Oh, of course.
No, I was talking about the old...
Chad, did we actually see it? I don't remember. My memory is literally dying inside. It's just dying. Oh, okay. But this one, you saw this one?
Should kids ever be allowed to date?
No. We saw this one too. Both of them. Okay. Now the newer version kind of sucks, dude. The vet. This one.
Irmanal, Wagwan. Today we be chatting about the family.
8 years.
Does you think the way we is bringing up kids is changing?
Yes, we're raising them differently now. Some of it's great, some of it's not so great.
So at what age does you think parents should give their kids their first spliff?
I don't think they should do that because
What?
it's illegal in our society.
How's the kid gonna know what's good shit and what ain't?
You know, I was a drug user for almost 3 years during my...
What?
No, everything but a needle. Everything else.
Does you think that parents should educate kids about sex?
Yes, I do. And I think that parents should answer kids' questions honestly, or even take the initiative.
So should parents invite the kids into the room while they is
No,
boning,
no.
or should they show them porno?
No.
But like me, Dad, when we asked him about sex, him said, "Yo, you hide in that kitchen cupboard tonight at 8 o'clock. Then 8 o'clock, he brought back this honey much fitter than my mum, and him like boned her every which way while winking at me. And man, I still use some of them moves, like the crouching soldier, whatever. Ain't that right?
See, that sort of incident, to me, it seems disrespectful of your mother. So part of what
No, she went in the house.
I actually suspect that most kids, most places in the world, learn about sex because everybody sleeps in the same bedroom.
Or from animals.
Dogs.
How does you learn about sex from animals?
Well, you could watch
What?
them having sex.
Yeah, but that's kind of weird sex.
Yeah, what the
People
fuck?
do it with animals, like.
No, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about like a dog with a dog.
All right, let's talk about difficult subject, very tattoo subject, relationships in the family, or as it's called, incest.
Incest.
What?
Incest.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Does you think it's wrong that a brother can never marry his sister?
Incest.
Yes. Yes.
For real. Because once I was at my mate Jezzy F's 15th birthday party, and me didn't know she was my cousin, but there was this game where if you got locked in the cupboard, you had to bone her. Is that okay, or did I do insects?
The definition of incest does vary a great deal from culture to culture.
But what if you've got Halle Berry as your sister? You know, how is you going to stop yourself fancying her? Because if you don't fancy her, you was basically gay, innit?
No. You know, there are lots of boys who grew up with very attractive sisters, and they still want to pull their pigtails.
I mean, Aya's all right. My sister is, you know, she's a dog. Like, her body's all right, you know, her butty's like, fine, and she's got like amazing tits, but her face is like a real brown bagger, so I ain't got that problem. But is it always wrong to see your sister in a kind of sexual way? Because I feel weird about it. Like, all my mates in my hood of Staines say that she give the best blowies in the area, but I know I should feel proud about that, but I feel weird and uncomfortable. Should I?
Sure, she's your sister.
You lot out there, family, you heard the different sides. You make her opinion. Be safe, keep it legal, respect. West Side.
Nice, dude. Okay. Chat, I think we saw all the good ones, dude. Chat, I feel like chat, the worse the quality is, the better the video is. Guys, stop spamming again, dude. Did this within like a half React Andy today.
Check it out. I is here with none other than my main man, Buzz Aldrin. I know this is a sensitive question, but what was it like not being the first man on the moon? Was you ever jealous of Louis Armstrong?
It was Neil Armstrong. And no, I was not jealous. He was a very, very qualified person. Yeah.
So, when you arrived on the moon, was the people who lived there very friendly, or was they scared of you?
There was absolutely no thought of encountering any living being whatsoever.
Do you think man will ever walk on the sun?
No. The sun is too hot. It is not a good place to go to.
What happens if they went in winter when the sun is cold?
The sun is not cold
Check this
in
out,
winter.
it's what Ali
We know you've been asked this a zillion times. It must really get on your tits being asked it. But let's just sort it out. What do you say to all those conspiracy theorists who come up to you and say, does the moon really exist?
I don't think there are very many people who question whether the moon exists. It exists. And
All right, you was heard it here. It does exist. So all those people out there who was saying it don't, you was wrong.
that's right. The moon does exist, and we went there.
Yo, listen up. But how do they really know what exists and what is the conspiracy things? Because I know I have seen a picture of J-Lo with two, you know, massive geezers dongs there, and apparently it weren't true.
I haven't seen those pictures.
Well, you should check them out. It's amazing.
Okay.
Is you upset that Michael Jackson got all the credit for inventing the moonwalk, but you was the first geezer ever to actually do it?
No. You can call things by different names, and you can use the moon or Mars or Venus, and you can say, this is the Venus trot. But that doesn't mean that it has any connection to what it would be like for a horse moving on Venus.
Yeah.
The horse could trot on Venus, right?
What,
Except it's very, very hot.
There's horse on Venus?
No. I'm just, well, neither is Michael Jackson on the moon.
Okay.
I've got a joke about space. You want to hear it? There's a monster from outer space who is going on a trip around the universe, and him goes to the travel booker to book like a hotel on the moon, and the travel booker goes, you can't go to that hotel because the moon is full.
That's pretty good.
That is so wicked. That's wicked.
And the opposite of the moon being full is the new moon.
What?
That's when it's dark.
What does he mean? What?
The full moon is when it's bright, okay? And the hotel on the full moon is full.
What? I thought it means it's like.
Sure, brother,
I thought it's funny because it means he's like full. He's like been eating.
I know.
Eating stuff. He's all well full and everything.
No, the hotel is full.
So, but it's, why is it funny? Because the hotel is full.
I wasn't sure that it was funny. You said it was funny.
Why is it funny again?
Things are funny or comedic because they mix the real with the absurd.
So listen up. You has heard about the moon and about space. You better learn about these things from my man Buzz Lightyear here. So you better realize that these things is important. Big up yourself.
Okay. Okay. Another chat. Guys, what is this? Chat, listen. We watched all this content, okay? We watched all of it. We did all of it, okay? We did it. Oh god, dude. What? What are you talking about? It's 2 minutes. This one? This was not funny. It's 1v1. I don't like that. Jesus, this is loud, dude. Jesus.
It's well important, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, chat, listen, chat. We don't go again. Okay, let's find a game to play. Monty Python. We'll watch that at some point. Okay, let me just watch. Can we at least get some music up in this bitch or what? Guys, don't hyperdense at me, dude. Guys, I'm trying my best to, to get the middle ground, Where's the music at? Oh, I'm not logged in. Okay. I'll plug you, Jay. Because if I can watch it. Okay. Guys, this is a very, very last video. Okay? It has this amount of views. It's the only reason I'm watching it. Done.
Because after all,
only 2 minutes. Fuck it.
It's well important, isn't it?
yeah, it is. Because after all, physics governs everything that's around us.
So, what is the Nobel Prize?
Well, the Nobel Prize is a recognition for some work done.
Is there a Best Newcomer Award at the Nobel Prizes?
No, it's basically one prize.
It's a bit like my man Jay-Z when him won the Source Hip Hop Awards because him had revolutionized the beat and done a
yeah, well,
that kind of thing.
Yes, okay.
That is sort of what you was done in your field.
That's right.
So why did Sir Isaac Newton shoot that apple off that geezer's head?
Well, first of all, Isaac Newton. I just want to make sure that the young people know the name Newton.
No worries.
Because he comes from your great country, and he was a great one of the world's greatest physicists who ever lived. And he tried to understand why, when you drop something, why it falls.
Well, why would you worry about an apple falling?
Well, would you ask the question, why does an apple fall? Wouldn't that
Who
be...
cares?
He cares.
Why? Surely there's better things to worry about than like an apple falling down.
Let me ask the following question.
It's obvious because you just drop it and it fall down. Does everyone have to obey gravity?
Absolutely.
So how come there's this girl in Staines called Aisha, whom everyone says her Babylons defy gravity?
Her what?
Her Babylons, you know, Iraq. You know, she has got these massive Babylons that is really big. You know, don't want to say the, excuse me French, but you know,
yes.
Things.
Let's not get into that. We're having a discussion, which is a serious discussion here.
Big up yourself.
You're a good man.
Yo, you is my main man. So we have shown that physics is something interesting, and it ain't just something done by stiff geezers who is pricks. He ain't. He is a good bloke, isn't it?
Thank you. Thank you. It's very kind of you.
Okay.